Hey, welcome back, YouTubers. OkFixer here. We're fixing to put on our fenders. So, you got these black rubber pieces from Wolfsburg. I've got my box of nuts or bolts. 13mm ratchet. I like using the smaller ratchet, and that way you have a big one and it slips off. It doesn't smack the inside of the fender and put a dent in it. And I have some anti-seize. And put that on each one of those nuts. Tedious, but it's well worth it. You'll find out where this is going to go. That might go there. Okay, yeah. We can probably make that work. These are ambidextrous, so they'll go different places, front or back. They're cut the same, so I think that's the way this one goes. So I'm going to lay that down right there. I think that's the way it goes. They look the same to me, all four of them that I bought. So I'm going to take my fender and a bolt. I should have put some anti-seize on it, but I didn't yet. I will. I need to find the hole. I guess it's about right there. And that one's going to go right there. So let's just start that in there. And let's get a couple bolts in there. We can take them back out and put some anti-seize on them. What we're going to do is figure out where this is going to go. It's not going to work there. It will work there. Am I going to be far enough down? I don't know. That might work. Oh, I can't. What do you think? Probably. Now. Oh, look at that. Nice. Greasy. Nice. And we're going to put a little juice on that one. And let's see here. All over my fingers, so it'll probably be all over the fenders too. Let's see here. And before I did this, I went through them all with a tap and made sure they were all clean. See if I can swedge that in there. I'll get my big head in the way. And pull it back out a little bit. Okay, well, what you got to do is you work around this a little at a time. Don't get in a hurry. Where that goes, go in there. Get it. Yeah, that goes in there. fish that out of there. Finish this. Try to put that one in there. I didn't buy new nuts and bolts, or new bolts. I'm using my same old German bolts because I would bet that the ones I get won't be any better than the ones I have. They'll look new, but they'll work like new. That's the whole situation there. I think I have a couple of them broken and new nuts welded in, so I will have to use a couple new ones, but not a lot of them. Just using the regular ones, the original ones. Let's see here. I don't want to go in there. Very easy. It slipped off there. I didn't hit anything. I didn't pound the fender or anything, which is good. Let's see. Now what we're going to do, take this back out. I'm going to start with this one down here, and we'll tighten it up. Make sure we have enough of that out of there. So then we're going to go to this next one notch here. Poke it in too far. So, you know, finesse is the name of the game, and you got to work them in a little at a time. This is another one of those things that where the fathers at Volkswagen, they were absolute artists. So they knew exactly. Plus they were working with new parts that weren't bent. I don't know that these are. Tighten it a little more down there. Tighten that one up more. There she is. So, you get the idea. Try not to make too many bumps or bulges like that. And I'm going to shut this off and do all four. the very end piece was a little long, so I cut it off and I tucked it up underneath the fender and then tightened that up, so it gives it a really nice clean look where it wraps up around there. Going to do the front fender next. I desecrated the genie of the lamp here. I cut a slot in my rubber on the bottom so my horn wire could go through. Remember that this is a 69 69 dude wiring harness, and it's not a 67, so the 69 wiring harness comes with the horn wires built onto the light wires, and therefore they should come home all through the same hole. In this particular model it doesn't. It's supposed to come up through this hole. Whoops, sorry about that, lost you there. Come up through this hole and tuck in on the other side, and then I believe, I don't know, come up through the inside somehow or something. I didn't have it apart, and Abner had cut the harness in half, so I'm doing the best I can with what I have. Okay, this is going to go to your headlight. Okay, that's going to tuck in the back of your headlight bubble. Alright, and make sure you get that in there. And then I stripped the old one off from the turn signals, because you have to go, you have to go, no, there's two of them wrapped together. You have to go down through the top and then into the body, so we can do that later. And then make sure you put your horn trim on there. You know, you can do it later, but it's just as easy to do it now. Okay, let's get this fender mounted up on this. Am here the best in quality? I don't know. I guess it's the best quality. Alright, those are from Wolfsburg West. The only way I can get these to fit, they only go on one way. And unfortunately, this just kind of lays like, I don't like it, is what the deal is. This just kind of right there. I was hoping it would be long enough where I could just kind of gently fold it. I might just gently fold it. Nah, I can't do that. So, yeah, we'll have to just do it the best way you can. I really don't like that dink right there. I wish I could fold it under, and but what are you gonna do? What is that? Crap? Yeah, just crap. Okay, so it'll only go on one way. You can't put it on two different ways. It does give plenty down here, so you can easily clear the bottom of your fender, so it'll be nice and trim with your running board. So, all right, let's bolt that up. Now that you have your fender on, you can put your rubber piece in there. And you can put your wiring in that hole and then push it through, and then, yeah. And the same with this can go into for your headlight. It should be 3 wires. Yeah, I don't like that, but what are you going to do? There you go. Okay. Now let's do the other side. Before we get to the other side, in the old mail bag was this. So we can put that on, and I have to lube it all up and make sure everything works on it right. But it's a new latch for this, so that means we got to take this whole door apart and put this latch together. And then my brother sent me those emblems, And he said those are for Vanagon and those are for a Beetle. And so he sent me a set of pads. So let's get those on there. I don't know if you can read that, but the only difference between this and the ones that Wolfsburg sent me were these are 73s and these are 73As, and those do have the Audi Volkswagen symbol in them, so I think these are original, like original Volkswagen parts, but it's highly probable that they are not for this car. So there's the new ones. Very good. Thank you so much, Brian. Alright, let's get to the fenders. Okay, got another one. One more to go. What a perfectly marvelous way to wrap up a birthday. How about that? 4 fenders on my Volkswagen. Hot dog. You know about that. This will be the first Volkswagen out of 5 that I've owned that have all the bolts that aren't stripped, that aren't knocked out, that aren't a nut and a bolt combination, that aren't a sheetrock screw or a sheet metal screw going up into the fender holding it in place, that aren't urethaned on or glued on with fluorescent green silicone and little gold sparklies in it, the kind they make fishing lures out of. It's 4 genuine bolted on fenders. Ooh, look at that. Now, Brother Brian said that the colored cars came with colored piping. The only cars that come with black piping were black cars. So he said, why don't you go get yourself some blue piping for it? It's like, well, you know, yeah, I already have it. And I kind of like the color offset, you know. It's kind of like, gives it a little space there. A couple of little faux pas here. I got that there. What are you going to do? You know, it's okay. And that one's not so bad. This one over here is horrendous. But it's okay. What are you going to do? You know, it's been cleared over on both sides, so it's not going to peel. So it's alright. Alright. There you go. There's the Volksy with fenders. Yay! Thanks for wrenching with me, guys. And I'll see you next time. I would think probably lights would be next. Get some lights on this. See if my light switch I put together actually works. See you later.